The beard must indicate that it's Tuesday. I was at work on Saturday and I was just about to finish up my paperwork and leave, and then my direct supervisor looked at me and was like, "Wow, how long have you been growing a beard?" And some people would be like, "Oh, that's cool, the people at work noticed that you were growing a beard." The thing is, I worked 3.5 days of like 12-hour shifts, so I don't know how someone can see me for 3.5 days every week for an entire month for 12 hours at a time and then suddenly just go, "Oh wow, there's facial hair growing all over your face." Everyone else noticed like, I don't know, 10 days after I stopped shaving, and blah. People are stupid. Liz, I like your idea for all of us sharing our goals, except that I don't have goals. I find that when you have goals, sometimes you don't reach them, and that's disappointing. So I just never make any, and then never disappointed. That's messed up. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'll let you know next week if I have any good goals. I like your idea about books and movies. And I noticed in your comments that you were talking about how you wanted to read The Book Thief. And I think you should read The Book Thief because The Book Thief is awesome. In fact, you should check out the other books by Marcus Zussek. I Am the Messenger is also a really good book, and it's considerably shorter than The Book Thief. So maybe start with that one. So I think that because we all met, because we're all nerd fighters and we love Hank and John, how about I just throw this question out there? Which one of John Green's books is your favorite? My answer, for those of you who are curious, is it's kind of funny because I think that Looking for Alaska is the best one. I think it's the best book, but it's not my favorite book because, like, while I think it's better than the other books, my favorite one is An Abundance of Catherines in Your Pants, and I just like it. I like it a lot better. I think that it's funnier. I like the humor, and I like the little footnotes that have like funny information in them. And I can relate to Colin. I like how Colin just like he talks way too much, and you know, Hassan's just always like not interesting. Because sometimes I'm like that. I want to just say things that are so unnecessary to the conversation because I know that it's the right correct thing historically or mathematically or grammatically. Or so what about you guys? I want to hear from the rest of you. That's my challenge question thing. So let's talk about video games for a minute, because I know, Hillary, you like video games and I love video games, and I want to talk about video games. I've never played World of Warcraft until this weekend, and I have to tell you that it doesn't really live up to the hype. So many people have told me that it's like this wonderful, fantastic game, and I contend that the Final Fantasy series is still better forever. Like, because the thing I like about console video games and not online video games is that, number one, there's a goal, there's an end. For number two, number three, there's a definite storyline that you can't deviate from. I mean, like, Final Fantasy games have side quests, and those are all good and fun and everything. But, like, I don't know, I was playing it, and I would walk into places, and these buildings that are in the World of Warcraft place are huge, and there's, like, nothing inside of them except for chairs and, like, 4 people. It was stupid. And besides that, transportation is horrible. The people who play World of Warcraft, the 10 million people who play, must have never, ever, ever played a video game that involves normal modes of transportation such as vehicles and airships and whatnot, because in World of Warcraft you run everywhere all the time. It's horrible. I was just like playing and I was like, this game is not really addicting. It's just the fact that it takes me so long to get from point A to point B to do a quest that's why I'm playing for so long. The quest takes 15 minutes. The travel time takes 2.5 hours. So, I don't know. What do you guys, anyone else, tell me your thoughts on video games? And that would be fantastic. Well, that is all I have for today. Keep on rocking in the free world, and don't forget to be awesome.